Hi, this is David Comfort from Democracy Action Network. Did you know that nearly 10 million Americans are at an elevated risk of developing cancer due to pollution from chemical plants? That's right. The Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, identified 218 of the worst offenders with the goal of reducing that risk by over 1.2 million people. But here's what's honestly crazy. Instead of tightening regulations to protect these vulnerable communities, the Trump administration is rolling back key protections, potentially shielding law-breaking polluters and putting countless lives at risk. Ever notice how the communities most affected by pollution are often the ones that already face significant hardships? A staggering 1.4 million people live within just 2 miles of these hazardous plants, and many are disproportionately Black, Hispanic, or Latino. These communities are not just battling pollution, they're also grappling with higher poverty rates, food insecurity, and limited access to healthcare. It's a perfect storm of environmental injustice. Imagine being a parent in these neighborhoods like Tracy Donato from Deer Park, Texas. She grew up surrounded by chemical plants, thinking they were a source of safety and income. But now, after returning home to care for her father, she sees the pollution as a direct threat to her family's health. Her son has developed asthma, and she's left wrestling with the decision to stay close to family or move away for his safety. This is the harsh reality for too many families who live near these toxic sites. The rollback of the H-on rule, which aims to monitor and control emissions from these facilities, is more than just a regulatory shift. It's a moral failure. Experts warn that delaying or dismantling these protections will only exacerbate health issues like diabetes and depression, especially in children who are the most vulnerable. It's clear that the priority is not the health of our communities, but rather the interests of polluting industries and their political allies. But here's the silver lining. We have the power to change this narrative. Communities like Tracy's are beginning to organize and fight back. They're raising awareness, reporting leaks, and demanding accountability from the industries that have long neglected their health. This movement is about more than just clean air. It's about reclaiming their right to live in a safe environment. What if I told you that we can solve these issues together? By advocating for stronger regulations, supporting community organizing, and holding our leaders accountable, we can create a future where clean air and a healthy environment are not just privileges for the few, but rights for everyone. So, let's harness our collective power to push for progress. Together, we can turn this crisis into an opportunity for meaningful change. The fight for environmental justice is not just about saving the planet. It's about saving lives, and with hope and determination, we can ensure that future generations inherit a cleaner, healthier world. This is David Comfort from Democracy Action Network. Peace. You can sign up for Dan by scanning this QR code.